up? What's up? What's up? Uh, Not knowing if my audio is good, but as you can see, I was wanting to highlight Laura London. If you haven't seen the interview with her and Angie Martinez, is definitely worth checking out. There was a lot said on that interview. Um, and there was a lot of things that were not said that said a lot by them not being said. Um, I wanted to just kind of touch on a couple of points that she made on that interview, and one of the points that stood out to me real heavy. I mean, real heavy is she mentioned that, and she didn't really say black people, or maybe she did. I can't even remember. But she said that people need to learn death etiquette. I've never heard nobody say that. But when she said it, it really set with me a certain kind of way because death etiquette is something that we really don't have. And by her saying it, it really made me feel as if when she was at the funeral for Nipsey Hussle, she was able to filter out the silly and ignorance of people when they go to funerals with bandanas on their head and all that kind of stuff, and the etiquette, just for me per se, because I've been someone that I went to a funeral. I don't really like funerals. Let me just say that. I don't really like funerals. I don't like going to them unless I have to. I like to remember people as I seen them last. I don't want to go and see someone laying in a casket. I don't like that. But um, being at a funeral and you see, a lot of your peers, and we think that, oh, we're showing respect because we showed up to the funeral, but in so many words it's a sign of disrespect when you show up to a funeral, you're not dressed in respectful attire, and you're showing up with t-shirt on, bandana around your head. As we've heard from people like Charleston White, they were in there smoking weed at the funeral and stuff like that, really just showing no you think you're showing signs of respect to the family because you showed up, but a lot of times the family may be sitting there looking at you as if you are the scum of the earth for even bringing yourself into an establishment, acting as if you don't know how to act. Okay. Another one of those points that I wanted to touch on was grief brain. She said grief brain can sometimes uh, block out memories. And that's why I say you got to go and watch this interview, because there are a lot of there's a lot of things that she touched on in this interview that jogged my thoughts to go in different directions that had nothing to do with the interview and nothing to do with a lot of things that she was saying, but it all ties back into one. And the grief brain uh, concept that she came up with, or not even came up with, that she mentioned, made me think, there's a lot of people here that are dealing with that problem, and we probably don't even know it. You have a lot of trauma that has been done to people over the years, and a lot of the grief that they have went through dealing with that trauma may block out certain memories of where you should be in evolution of life, or whatever. But just being someone that understands wording and how wording can be used to mean certain things. When they double speak and double talk, they say one thing and mean something else. You have a lot of political speakers that know how to do that very well. So grief brain is another term that that I would say that she is actually coining these terms. Now if she's getting them from somewhere, that's different, but if she's not, and she's coining these terms herself, I would say these are things that people need to hear because it makes the brain react to them in certain ways to trigger certain thoughts and certain emotions. So, um, grief brain was another term that she used. I could go deeper into it and describe a little bit more, but I'm not gonna make this a long video. Another thing was death of your ego. A lot of us are out here, we living with our egos, and we're wanting to feel like we're the man in every aspect of life that you in. Every place you go, you always want the attention. Somebody always got to recognize you as you know being above everybody else. You always want to be special. You got to be at the front of the line, and I understand that, but at some point, the respect of other people comes into play, and you have to check your ego sometimes. A lot of us don't like that. You don't like being told what to do, especially with black people. Black people do not like for another black person to tell them what to do. I know because I see it every day. Um, but yeah, another thing that she touched on is she spoke on high vibrational foods. I know a lot of people are into the vegan, um, the vegan thing right now, and my opinion of that is a little different than other people. A lot of times when you're vegan, you're thinking that you being vegan is such um a new concept, and it's going to change your life and change your. I'm not sold on the actual vegan diet thing, and the reason why I say that is because people they go vegan and then they say, man, I feel better than I ever felt before. My body is really loving it. I'm happy and all that, but that can be said for people that eat meat. You have bodybuilders that they'll go and they'll work out and then they'll start eating heavier meat for the protein, and then they'll go in the gym and say, hey man, the meat made me stronger, the meat made me able to lift more weight than what I could. And that's not necessarily meaning that it's a good thing or a bad thing. It's just your body reacting to something new. So when you have people that are vegan and their body's feeling new and revived and all that, you're basically you're giving your body a break from the norm. And I'm pretty sure after a certain amount of time, the vegan food will start to wear on you the same way. I'm not as studied in vegan food as I may should be before I speak on it, but obviously vegan food is not a high vibrational food because those foods are being processed. They're not coming to you straight from the ground as if you eat an orange or an apple, which they would consider high vibrational food. But yeah, that's it, man. Y'all go check out that Angie Martinez and Lower London interview, and leave me a comment or something in the comment section. Let me know how you enjoyed the interview, what you took from it, and some of the points that stood out to you. If you would like, share, and subscribe this, man. See you on the next one.